Composer. A composer is a person who writes music. They create original pieces for different instruments and voices. Composers play an important role in the music world. Their work can be heard in films, theaters, concerts, and recordings. Composing music requires talent, creativity, and a deep understanding of musical theory. One of the main tasks of a composer is to create melodies. A melody is a sequence of notes that is pleasing to the ear. Composers often start by playing or singing ideas on an instrument. They may use a piano or guitar to help develop their melodies. Sometimes, a composer will hum a tune or jot down ideas in a notebook. Capturing inspiration is crucial in the creative process. In addition to melodies, composers also write harmonies. Harmony is the combination of different musical notes played or sung together. It adds depth and richness to the music. Composers must understand how to create harmonies that complement the melody. This requires knowledge of chords and musical scales. Many composers study music theory to learn these concepts. Rhythm is another important aspect of composing. Rhythm refers to the timing of notes and how they are organized in music. Composers must decide how fast or slow the music should be. They create patterns of beats that give the music its feel. Different styles of music have unique rhythms. For example, a fast rhythm might be found in pop music, while a slow rhythm is common in ballads. Many composers also write for specific instruments or ensembles. They must consider the unique qualities of each instrument. For example, a piano has a different sound than a violin. Composers must know the ranges and capabilities of each instrument they write for. This helps them create music that is not only beautiful, but also playable. Collaboration is often part of a composer's job. They may work with other musicians, conductors, or producers. This teamwork helps bring their musical ideas to life. For example, a composer may write a score for a film and then collaborate with the director to make adjustments. Communication is key in these collaborations to ensure the final product meets everyone's expectations. Composers often write music for various settings. This includes classical orchestras, small bands, or solo artists. Some composers specialize in a particular genre, such as classical, jazz, or electronic music. Others may be versatile and work in multiple styles. Each genre has its own characteristics and audience. Understanding these differences helps composers tailor their music to fit the desired context. Composing music can take time and patience. Many composers spend hours revising and refining their work. They may start with a rough draft and then make changes to improve the piece. This process can involve experimenting with different notes, rhythms, and harmonies. Composers must be open to feedback and willing to make adjustments to their work. Technology plays a significant role in modern composition. Many composers use software to write and edit music. Programs like Sibelius or Finale allow them to notate their compositions digitally. These tools can also produce realistic sounds, enabling composers to hear how their music will sound when performed. Technology has made it easier for composers to share their work with others and reach wider audiences. In addition to creating music, Many composers also conduct research. They study other composers, musical styles, and historical contexts. This helps them understand their influences and place their work within a broader musical tradition. Learning about different cultures and music from around the world can inspire composers and enhance their creativity. Composers often perform their own music. This allows them to connect with audiences and gain valuable feedback. Performing can also help them understand how their compositions feel in real time. Many composers collaborate with performers to present their music. This partnership is essential for bringing the music to life. Composing music can be a rewarding career. Many composers find joy in expressing their thoughts and emotions through music. They create works that can move people and tell stories. Music has the power to connect with listeners on a deep level. Composers take pride in knowing that their creations can have a lasting impact. Education is essential for aspiring composers. Many choose to study music at colleges or conservatories. They learn about composition, music theory, and music history. Formal education provides composers with the skills they need to succeed in their careers. However, many successful composers are also self-taught. They learn by experimenting and studying music on their own. In recent years, the role of composers has evolved. With the rise of digital platforms, composers can now distribute their music online. This allows them to reach global audiences without traditional barriers. Many composers share their work on streaming services, social media, and personal websites. This democratization of music allows for greater diversity in the types of music that can be heard. Composers can also work in various industries. Many write music for films, television shows, and video games. This can be a lucrative field, as film and media productions often seek original scores to enhance their stories. Composers in these industries must understand how to create music that fits the mood and style of the project. The job of a composer can also involve teaching. Many composers share their knowledge by teaching music theory and composition at schools or universities. This allows them to inspire the next generation of musicians. Teaching can be a fulfilling way to give back to the community and share a love for music. In conclusion, the job of a composer is a creative and rewarding profession. Composers create melodies, harmonies, and rhythms that bring music to life. They work with various instruments and collaborate with other musicians. Composing requires patience, skill, and a deep understanding of music. With the advancement of technology and the changing music landscape, composers continue to adapt and find new ways to share their art. Whether in film, theater, or concert halls, composers contribute to the rich tapestry of music that enriches our lives.